Hey guys, it's Jared. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. So today we're going to talk about Amazon banning people from actually purchasing on their website and why that is. It's a pretty simple solution, guys. We can pretty much avoid this unless you're hitting like crazy numbers where I may not even be hitting those crazy numbers yet on Amazon. Then you guys might be at a different level. So I'm interested to hear you guys comment down below based on like where you're at. Um, but I've talked about a specific strategy that we've always used. So we're going to go into that strategy again. I'm going to show you guys how it relates to Amazon banning drop shippers, or people for doing certain things, which I will explain my reasoning behind and make it make sense to you guys a little bit more. Anyways, guys, you guys do know I have a free Facebook Marketplace course, so feel free to DM me for that, email me, whatever. Just reach out, send me your email, and just wait, and I'll get it out to you as soon as I can. The next thing I have for you guys, I do Facebook and Etsy automation, so feel free to hit me up about that, guys. It's a great way to just start making passive income every single day, every month. It's just build up your credit, get tons of points. We don't take your credit card points or anything like that, so that's awesome for you guys. And the next thing we do is a VA training boot camp. So we're going to train an employee. They're going to take over your store. You never have to talk to us again. Although, once you do any services with me, anyone will vouch for me that has done my services. Will help you out with just about anything that you need. All right, so take a look at these guys. These are products with down here are products with high return rates. Okay, so consumer electronics. It gets really, if you start selling like TVs, it gets even worse. But just electronics in general have a really high return rate. So if let's say you're in a spot where you're basically warned by Amazon, I don't know if you can stop it or not. I don't know if you can keep going about your way. But if you don't have any returns, there's not. If you can get your return rate down, it's going to trigger. You're not going to really throw their systems off. But one of the things we do is, guys, we don't list super expensive items. I've talked about that before. We like to find we're good at getting quantity over like these high priced items that get you like a ton of profit from one item, right? But if there's a return, it completely can kill a week or a month, right? If you're selling a product over a couple $100, it can completely ruin a week or a month just with one return. So we try to stay with 10, 20, $30 items. And that way, guys, if you're dealing with 10, $20 items, if you have one return a day, which you won't, you can just let that go, right? Just give them a refund and let it go, okay? No reason to get your return rate up at Amazon. Um, Guys, and clothing and fine jewelry. It depends where you're selling on. I sell some jewelry on Facebook Marketplace, not a ton, but it's not as much of a killer. That's more on like Amazon where they have good return rates, and these are normal people that like to shop and return things on. This is about Amazon though, so I guess on Amazon it's not just around the web. So I guess that's another good thing to think about. Maybe just stay away from those two. And then home kitchen and garden, it's not going to be as bad. All right, the return rates are not going to be close to as bad, especially on Facebook Marketplace. Um, and then products like books and media obviously are going to be. Now there's a ton more categories, but if you can just think of this gives you a good enough basis to know like okay. Is it in consumer electronics? Is it in like something that people return like clothing and jewelry? If not, you should be good to list. So let's keep those return rates down, guys. And let's try to find items that are lower priced but sell much more often. Much prefer items like that, and just have a large array of items. And if you guys experience anything different, list it in the comments. I'd love to hear, what's causing your guys' bans. Maybe the more research I hear, the more data I put together, the better understanding I can have. But I love purchasing from Amazon. And there's nothing wrong with starting to look on other websites as well for the same products you're selling. If you're going into this, eBay and Amazon always have usually the same items. You can always find it. Maybe you'll just pay $1 or two more, or might cut your margins a little bit. But stop buying as much from Amazon. Maybe if you're in that point where they're threatening to ban you. But if they're not, guys, then you should really be fine. But yeah, just something to think about. This is something we already do, and we don't have any problems with Amazon, and we purchase a ton from Amazon. And on top of that, we're using our 5% back Amazon card, and I have tons of points to spend on Amazon. So that's one of the many reasons I love purchasing from Amazon. Um, Besides that, guys, for a lot of items, you can probably find them cheaper on other websites. To be honest with you, Amazon is overpriced, right? Because Amazon um, pays you for warehouse, charges you for warehousing, basically. So the way Amazon works is, and people who do FBA know this, you're basically getting paid a fee if you're going and, let's say, purchasing items from like Walmart or, I don't know, Target, like just any place that has items on clearance, right? You go and purchase them and send them into Amazon. You're doing them a service because they need those products in all their warehouses, like around the country. So when someone orders something, it's super close to them because people are putting it in warehouses around them, whether it's wholesalers or people purchasing from wholesalers or middlemen or whoever it is, right? Um, if it's not a drop shipper, right, they're helping Amazon warehouse these products around the country. And so the reason I bring this up is because to do this, right, there's more people involved, there's more steps involved, and there's more costs. So that's gonna make the prices higher at Amazon. So that's something to think about. If you're doing the majority of drop shipping from Amazon, you can probably get your profit margins up just by eBay tends to be a little bit cheaper, but going to weird suppliers too and just diversifying a bit. It's always good to diversify. I hope this helps, guys. I'm hoping to get a lot of comments here. I want to hear what you guys are experiencing. Join the Facebook group, link in the description. And besides that, guys, thanks again for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.